Hey, what's up everyone? So Dragon Ball Super episode 120. This episode starts off with the universes pretty much talking about who is left in the tournament. You know, we only have 3 universes left and only a certain amount of fighters. I believe 14 fighters left in this tournament. So they're talking it over and Gohan or Goku and them are just like, oh, well, we're going to end up fighting Jiren and them because, you know, they're the strongest team right now because Jiren, you know, he's unstoppable. But Gohan, you know, he says, no, right now we're probably going to have to worry about Universe 3 because they have the second most fighters, so they're definitely going to come after us. Because Universe 7 has 6 fighters left, Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, the 2 androids, and Frieza. And Universe 3 has 4 robots and that scientist-looking dude. So if they're able to eliminate just 2 of Universe's 7 fighters, and they just survive and no one else gets eliminated in the tournament, they'll win because whoever has the most fighters at the end of the tournament wins. So the robots they just rush Universe 7, which is actually pretty cool. I thought I thought it was kind of funny because I thought they were just going to be all robotic and analyze everything, be like, we are robots analyzing. And they do a lot of robotic things, but they're fighters first and robots kind of second, I guess you can say. So they start attacking them, and the 2 androids, 17 and 18, end up fighting this big-looking guy who kind of looks like Robo from Chrono Trigger because Akira Toriyama also designed the characters from them. And he's supposed to have like the best defense, and he's just kind of taking all their blows and everything. He does kind of seem like he's like unstoppable. And then the other 3 robots take on Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan. And at first, it looks like they're having a little bit of trouble, but if you notice, the 3 of them haven't transformed into, you know, either Super Saiyan or Mystic Gohan or Super Saiyan Blue, because it seems like they're preserving their stamina for the final battle, which they kind of have to do because Goku's already beat to hell. So Gohan eventually ends up deciding that he's going to fight all 3 robots at the same time, so Goku and Vegeta won't waste their stamina, you know, fighting these stupid robots where they have bigger opponents to fight. Because like I said, they're not transforming because they are trying to save energy, because they know they're going to need it against Toppo and Jiren because they're so powerful. These robots, they're fairly strong for robots, but without transforming, it's a little bit harder. So Gohan's just like, look, I'm going to take these robots on, I'm going to defeat them, and you guys are going to save their energy, which is actually a genius plan. Gohan using his brain, so this kind of becomes a little bit of a Gohan episode, which I kind of like because he kind of needed a real good episode. He's done decently in the tournament, but he hasn't had a big, you know, Gohan moment. At least I don't think so. You know, it was usually him and Piccolo doing things throughout the tournament, and now he's by himself. So Gohan starts fighting the 3 robots, and he's doing pretty good. He goes Mystic, and he's kind of handling them, which is pretty surprising because, like I said earlier, it kind of seemed like Goku and Vegeta and Gohan were having a little bit of a hard time when they weren't transformed. But as Mystic Gohan, he's able to handle them pretty well, which is fantastic because, you know, even though Gohan hasn't trained in a long time, he's still pretty powerful. And if he was losing to these robots, I'd be really disappointed. So we go back over to the androids, 7, 18, and 18, and they're still fighting that other robot. And they decide that, hey, we're just gonna blast the shit out of this guy. And they do. They just start shooting energy blasts at him, just hitting his armor. And at first he's like, oh, you guys aren't gonna do anything to me. And they're just like, really? Let's do this. So they just keep shooting blasts at him until his armor starts cracking, and then he just kind of starts sparking, and he looks like he explodes, and he falls down. And then 17 and 18 walk up to him, and they're like, you're pretty much done. And 17 says like the funniest joke in this episode, where he's just like, that was a pretty stupid plan, just standing there and taking our attacks. What did you think was going to happen? Which is so true. He just took all those blasts like nothing. It's like, why didn't you try to move out of the way at least? Because at first he was blocking them, but eventually they were just decimating him. So 18 just kind of punts him off the arena, which is, she's done this a few times, I believe. Just kick someone off, which is just hilarious. So this is the first elimination in this match. So I think we're down to 13 fighters. Yeah, 4 robots, 6 Universe 7, and 3 for Jiren's, you know, Pride Force team. So yeah, 13 fighters. So we go over to Goku or Gohan fighting the 3 robots, and like I said, he's doing pretty good. So the god of the universe decides, hey, we're gonna use Plan X, or yeah, Plan X, which is pretty much the robots coming together, fusing to become a big one, which is something I was expecting, and I believe it was in the trailers for this episode. So they combine and become a bigger robot, and they're a lot faster, a lot more powerful, and have higher defense. So it's pretty much robot fusion. You know, if you've seen any mecha anime, you know, combining two robots together makes them a lot stronger. So 3 robots coming together, pretty powerful. So they start fighting Gohan, and they don't start like decimating Gohan, like they don't start beating the crap out of him, but they're a little bit stronger because it comes down to like they punch Gohan, and Gohan's just kind of holding up their giant metallic arm, and they're kind of having like a tug of war match. Like they're trying to smash Gohan down, and Gohan's trying to push him off, and they're just only like a little bit stronger because they don't really just smash him, start beating the crap out of him. And eventually Vegeta and Goku come in, and they just kick him out of the way, and Gohan's like, oh, thanks, but what's going on? And they're like, well, the 3 of them combined to become one fighter, so we decided to join you, the 3 of us versus the 3 of them, which is pretty epic. So the 3 Saiyans all transform, Goku and Vegeta go blue, and Gohan becomes Mystic, and they rush the robot, and then they just start kind of pushing him back, and eventually Goku and Vegeta shoot a Kamehameha at him, and it turns out that they're just kind of distracting him, the robot and the scientist guy. They're shooting attacks at him, so they're taking attention away from Gohan, who's up in the air powering up a big, massive Kamehameha. So he launches this big Kamehameha at this, combined robot. I don't know if it had a name or not, but he launches this giant Kamehameha wave. And at first, he's blocking it, because he's massive and he's pretty powerful. He's just holding it right there. But eventually, it overpowers him, and it just, boom, starts shooting him out of the arena. The Kamehameha wave, excuse me, the Kamehameha wave hits the robot and the scientist guy, and it looks like it knocks him out, because we see the giant blast just going outside of the arena, which is something we've seen several times throughout this tournament. So it looks like they're going out of the arena, and it kind of looks like that universe is destroyed. But, a few seconds later, we see the scientist guy just kind of laying there, and Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan walk up, and they're like, oh, you guys just managed to survive by hanging onto the arena, but sorry, we're gonna have to throw you off and eliminate you guys. Nothing personal about it. And the scientist guy stands up, and he's like, oh, you guys think you defeated us? You thought that was our final, attack? And his little cane thing starts glowing, and he kind of puts it up in the air, and then that giant combined robot appears behind him. And that's pretty much where the episode ends, with the scientist guy saying that we still have one trick up our sleeves, this isn't over, facing Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta. So that's the end of the episode. It was a pretty decent episode. I did enjoy it. It had some decent action. I would have liked to see, and I kind of hope this happens later on, which is something I said in the last episode, Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta, fighting, because it was pretty cool seeing the 3 Saiyans coming together and just taking on this robot, even though it was really, really short. And I do hope they end up being the final 3 fighting the final 3 with Jiren, Despo, and Topo. But I guess that's something we'll see. Overall, like I said, it was an enjoyable episode. I didn't think it was super amazing or anything, but it wasn't bad. It's setting up the end next week. The robot universe, Universe 3, is probably going to be destroyed. I mean, come on, let's face it. So it looks like the robots are going to fuse with the scientists, I believe, and become an even stronger fighter. And I guess we'll see what happens. I'm sure he's going to eliminate 1, maybe 2 fighters from Universe 7, setting up the final battle between Universe 7 and Jiren's universe, which is something I cannot wait to see. So one more episode, I believe, until we get to the final big climactic battle between the final universes, which is just going to be fantastic. So what did you guys think of this episode? Did you hate it? Did you love it? Are you just ready for the final battle? Goku versus Jiren, Vegeta versus Topo, which is, I think that's what it's going to be. If you guys have any, different thoughts at the end of what's going to happen in the final battle, let me know in the comments below. We still have Frieza, who's kind of like this mysterious element. We don't know what he's going to do, but I guess we will see. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, if you like this video, we have several other awesome videos you can check out. And again, thanks for watching.